One Question is brought to you by Turnkey Search, a top industry search firm since 1996. Are there any inherent challenges to overseeing an athletic department that is really the top interest driver from a sports standpoint there in the city? What challenges do you face because of your previous knowledge of the marketplace and of the people of Peoria?
I would say, going back to the question you asked about going back to your hometown, the first thing that I encountered, and it was something that I expected and anticipated, but you really don't know how to necessarily navigate through it until you're in it. But I have a lot of family here in Peoria. And so dating back to 13 months ago when we had my introductory press conference, I mean, the place was packed and there were a lot of family in the crowd. And I had to educate my family on what it means to have me back in Peoria, but as the director of athletics at Bradley. And so specifically, and I'll go back to the press conference. After I finished the press conference, I'm looking at the crowd and I'm seeing a lot of prospective donors. I'm seeing trustees, I'm seeing faculty and staff, and people who I really want to get my arms around fairly quickly to develop those relationships, to reestablish those relationships and friendships. And then I got all this family here at the press conference who want my time. And so that weekend, I had to sit down with family and let them know that I have plenty of time to hang out with you guys. You know, whether it be a Saturday evening, a Sunday afternoon, when I'm not working. But when I'm in the public, I have to attend to the people who are supporters of the university and supporters of our athletic programs, people who I need to get to know from a business perspective, and that there will always be time to just hang out and talk about old times. But that was something that was very real that I had to navigate through without hurting people's feelings.
Now that you've been on the job for a year and been back for a little over a year, how would you reflect on your first year in the seat versus maybe what you expected?
The first year it's been terrific, and it's all about leadership, and we have a tremendous leader in our president, Gary Roberts, and it just makes all the difference, having a leader who you partner with, who you develop a really good relationship with and friendship with, and you're both going in the same direction. And so his hire has really made things very smooth for me in running the Department of Athletics. And so it's been great. And so we've been able to set some expectations, and the staff has been terrific. We've hired 4 head coaches over the past 13 months, and so we've been very busy. But it's been a great ride, and I'm looking forward to the years to come.
When you think about your all's portfolio today, what are some markers that you would like to see achieved in, say, the next 2 to 3 to 5 years?
Well, men's basketball provides a very significant revenue source for the department, and so winning brings out crowds. And so we just need to continue to be competitive. We hired a coach last year, and he did a great job this past year of just really laying a good foundation for the program, bringing in positive kids that work hard, that go to class. And really excited about what Coach Brian Worrell is doing. And he's really he understands the role of a head coach, particularly at Bradley and in this community, where you just can't coach basketball, but you have to be out in the community. You have to help with fundraising. So he gets all that, which is very important. But really reestablishing Bradley as Peoria's hometown team, and engage in the community, and continue to be competitive in the Missouri Valley Conference. I think also, and I touched on it, but fundraising is just critically important, I think, for any department of athletics, but certainly it is for us. And so just getting out there and raising money and encouraging people to support their hometown team, and then also getting our arms around alums that live not just in the region, but around the country, And so we spent a lot of time doing that, just continuing to keep the budget in check and making sure that we're staying within our budget constraints, and we're doing all those things. But it's been great. And again, you lean on the experiences you've had in the past, the mentors that you've had, and I've had some tremendous mentors, and also the people that you have here in the community that are very critical to point you in the right direction. What I've found over the last 13 months in my role as director of athletics, if you want to know the answers to a lot of the questions, you just have to listen to the people around you because they'll tell you, and then you have to trust your gut.
And that's today's One Question, brought to you by Turnkey Search, a top industry search firm since 1996. One Question is designed to give D1 Ticker subscribers valuable insights on how executive leaders in college athletics think about key issues on their respective campuses, in their departments, or within their leagues and conferences. One Question is brought to you by Turnkey Search, a top industry search firm since 1996.